Good morning, day 30. It's been 1 month since I started this journey, and I left camp this morning at 6:11 a.m. It is now 7 o'clock. I'm in my happy place. Favorite time of day. Haven't seen anyone up. A few more stealth sites after the place where I camped last night next to another hiker. His name is Groot, Groot. The name comes from some kind of movie series. I don't know. I don't know. Never heard of it before. Anyhow, wish I hadn't had to camp so close to him and had something a little more private. But the trail really did get steep right after that area. So it was probably a good idea to just stop there. I probably was going to have to go a good mile before I found something else. But it's nice to see that there are open spots beyond that location. I'm guessing that everyone kind of just had the same goal set coming out of Hot Springs. And so that's just where there was a little bit of a bubble. So my goals today are going to be pretty tight together. I'd like to get 14 as a good camp location, 15 as my better, and 16 miles as my best. Anything over that, I'm going to try and keep it under 18, so 17 is like the max. But I think there's some good camping around 16, and that's what I'm going to try to target. I feel like the body recovered pretty good overnight. When I got into my tent last night, I didn't feel as worn out as I thought I might be from doing the kind of cramming in those extra miles last night. And I woke up this morning feeling pretty refreshed. My right knee is a little tight, so I'll be working on that today now that I know to target the hamstrings and the calves to ease that tension there. And this is Little Laurel Shelter. Hey, New Hampshire. Morning. Since I've suggested some movies, I figure might as well go the distance and suggest some books too. So, some good reads. These are just a few among many, the ones I can think of right now. Grandma Gatewood. I can't remember the name of the author, but you'll find it by that title. Becoming Odessa by Jennifer Farr Davis. And another one is by Heather Anderson. Her trail name is Anish. She wrote a couple books. One is called Thirst, and it's about her PCT, fastest known time attempt. And then she wrote one, Mud, Rocks, and Roots, for the AT. There is Scott Jurick's North, and then one more. It's a little different style of writing. It's called Through Hiking Will Break Your Heart by Carrot Quinn, and that is about her PCT journey. So while we're at it, might as well give you some recommendations on YouTube vloggers. I'm going to give 3. New Hampshire Hikes. You can search her name on YouTube. Stella Hikes. And the last one is Chasing Blazes. And I'll round it out with 3 blogs. So if reading is more your thing than listening and watching, I'll give you 3 random, very different blog writers. Gravity has one, so his is Gravity Hikes. And then a little bit from a few years back, she was sort of a pioneer in blogging. I would recommend Erin Saver's Wired, and I think that's Walking with Wired. And then the last one is a friend of mine's, and her writing is just beautiful. It's really well written, has a lot of feeling in it, and her website is called Moving Mountains. Her trail name is Mary Poppins. A little bit of a bite in the air today. It's about 9 o'clock now and I've still got my gloves on this morning, but I am wearing shorts. So it's not terribly cold, just a little chill. The sun is struggling to come out. There's a bit of a overcast sky going on. Some ridge walking coming up. And I started the day early enough that I should be through it before any chances of thunderstorms, which are supposed to happen around 3 o'clock today. Today I'm going to tell you how I got my trail name. It is from when I was hiking the PCT, and I'll just go back one step. When I did the JMT, the John Muir Trail, I did pick up a trail name then. It was Hot Springs, ironically, just having left the town of Hot Springs. But when I started the PCT, I wanted to get a new trail name since the JMT is only about 200 miles long. And I felt like the PCT was the place to get a trail name. So, well, a little trippy there. It'd been a few weeks on the PCT and I still hadn't picked up a name, and I was getting a little anxious about that. I was hiking with a girl at the time named One Day. Hi, One Day. And I expressed my concerns to her, and she said, well, let's figure out a name for you. And so she kind of just walked with me for a few days. She had to get to know me a little better. And she's one day said to me, one day, I think I have a name for you. And I said, okay, lay it on me. And she goes, Sun-Kissed. Because you're always tanned. You're always walking around in shorts and a sleeveless shirt. And I was sporting a pretty deep tan at that point, being in the desert. So I was like, oh, yeah, I like that. But I felt like Sun-Kissed, Sunkissed, was a little more, let's say, sensual than I cared for. And it didn't really fit into the grunge of the trail. So I was telling her that. And she said, well, you do have an orange pack and an orange hat. So why don't we spell it Sunkist? And I was like, that's it. That works. So that is how I got my trail name. Nothing super exciting, but there's the story. The last set of cliffs was closed to protect nesting peregrine falcons. So hopefully this one is open. It doesn't appear to be on the closure list, but I could have missed it. This is Blackstaff Cliffs. looks like that's gonna be the ridge walk we have coming up. Right up there. That's gonna be nice. Okay, we're here. So we have an alternate in case the weather is bad, but it's good enough, so I'm taking the exposed Ridgeline Trail. It's going up there. This is gonna be fun. You can just like pan it. Hey, isn't this like 300
miles? Yeah, we're up there. Let me think. Close.
Yeah, 300-mile marker before. Getting little bits of rain now. Gonna try and keep moving because these rocks are gonna be treacherous when they're wet. I don't think it's gonna rain a lot though. All right, let's go. On the other side of the Ridgeline route now. One important thing to note about this location. 300. Yes. There it is. 300. Sweet. 300 miles. Woohoo! So as I mentioned yesterday, and as I suspected, I have only seen one hiker today, and he is just a section hiker. I've seen others, they were all at the shelter, but no one else on the trail this morning. It's 11:26. Eventually, they'll start washing over me, But it's nice to have had the morning all to myself, knowing or not knowing if there are other hikers in close proximity to me. I'm sure they're out there, but when I don't see them, then I feel that therapeutic aspect that I crave while I'm out here. And that makes me happy. Spring is really lining the trail here. Look how pretty that is. Something is spitting all over me right now. It's not rain. So it's either tiny hail, sleet, or freezing rain. I don't know which one it would be technically. That rock must have been called Butt Crack, because now we're making our way up Big Butt. Big Butt Mountain! Woo! It is now hailing up here on Big Butt Mountain. I don't put the AT past anything. I don't put it past the AT. We have had a tornado, torrential rain, freezing rain, ice glaze. We have had hoarfrost, 0 temperatures. Why not hail? It looks like someone just sprinkled sea salt everywhere. So tell me, viewers, is this hail or sleet? We don't know. There's no thunderstorms right now. Hailing, sleeting, I don't know which one it is. Honestly, it's better than rain. It's not getting me as wet, so I'll take it. But I would like for it to stop soon. I've dropped low enough in elevation, so now it's rain. It's only supposed to be a rain shower. I don't think it's gonna turn into any kind of lengthy period of rain. So hopefully this will come off soon. The forecast did call for showers at 2 o'clock. So it's 2:30 right now. Now, still raining. I'm pretty much wet. I mean, at least my shoes are wet. I'm still wearing shorts. I'm probably going to get cold pretty fast when I stop to set up my tent. Yes, I'm setting up my tent. I just passed up the shelter. I have 1.2 more miles to go. Like I said, it's 4 o'clock. I'm wearing my poncho. So my pack is covered and everything inside is dry. And I'm doing the tent because tomorrow I'm going to Nature's Inn hostel for my 0. So I'll have time to dry my tent out tomorrow. Won't have to set up a wet tent. Just take it down in the morning and I can handle that. So we're just gonna trudge out this last little bit. So I'm looking forward to cozying up in my little tent tonight, actually. Kind of just fits my mood today. Not that I'm depressed or anything, but I just have the feeling I want to be cozy. And I'm thinking I'm going to eat all the food that I can tonight and just save a breakfast and coffee for tomorrow and maybe the lunch. It'll be just over 10 miles tomorrow to Sam's Gap where I'll be getting off. So I won't be getting a Nero tomorrow, and I kind of planned it that way. I kind of wanted to do today as much as I could, as close as I could to leaving just 10 miles for tomorrow. So I think it ends up being like 10.2. Not sure of what today's mileage is yet. I'll let you know later. Storm is over. Sun is coming out. This is a great way to spend a night in a tent.